What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. We are here today for week number 4 of the CGT, the Champions of Galar, and we are facing off against someone who is widely considered one of the 3 best players in the entire community, in all of Wi-Fi Draft League. And honestly, I agree with him. Shuckle King is definitely one of the best players out there. So if you haven't already, make sure to go and check him out. And of course, give him a subscription, view, like, whatever, all that stuff on his content as well. You're going to love it and learn a lot. But here we are for our team builder and the battle for week 4 of CGT. His team, super scary, highlighted by the Victini and the Clefable. There's a really nasty defensive core there with the Regirock, the Mandibuzz, the Clefable, and the Rotom Wash. There's a lot of really good special offense, some really good physical offense, mostly through the Victini and the Zygarde, which are the main answers there physically. And then he's got some really good support options with something like Braviary, Cobalion, and the Ferroseed. I like this team a lot. It's really interesting, and I think Shuckle's going to do well with it, but we are currently both 1 and 2 after a really poor showing for myself last time around. I just had to make one switch and I would have won the game, but hey, it is what it is. We move on. Now, guys, just want to say, last week I asked for 50 likes on the video. 50. You guys have, at the time of recording, 119. What? So I'm going to ask you guys kindly if you can help us reach 60 likes on today's video. That's right, 5 plus 1, 6. If you can help us reach 60 likes on today's video, I would really appreciate. You guys are the absolute MVPs, and the growth in the channel has been amazing. So thank you guys so much. Now let's do it. What are we bringing to this week's battle? Starting off with our first mon, I felt like looking at this team, Latios was really good. And if you guys remember week 1, we had a hard time breaking through Sylveon with Soldew Latios. That's because we had to run Baton Pass and Earthquake rather to get around something like the Heatran and of course the Gothitelle with Shadow Tag. In this case here, I don't have to deal with those. So I'm running straight Calm Mind with Roost to recover up any HP I might be missing out on. And at the same time, this set is really good if the Mandibuzz is not running Foul Play. If it's running Knockoff and U-Turn, then I should be in a position where I can set up on that thing and break it, which is amazing. And then the only things after that can effectively beat me are going to be Scarfers, the Spectrier, the Zygarde, and of course the Unaware Clefable, which are the only things. The speed on this Pokemon is there for the Cobalion. I either put the rest into my special attack, which is kind of untrue because we did want to make sure we took an attack, and that was going to be Modest Life Orb Nidoking's Ice Beam from full, just in case we're coming in on a switch and expecting an Earth Power and it goes for the Ice Beam. I want to be able to take that attack, fire off a Psychic and do big damage, not to KO it outright, which is really cool. Our next mon is going to be Guy, our Terrakion here. In general, this Pokemon is fantastic in this matchup. Not a lot takes the combination of its dual stabs, and the things that do, like Clefable, I'm able to click Poison Jab against, or Nidoking, I'm able to click Earthquake against. We are Shuckleberry for 2 reasons. The first is for the Nidoking's Earth Power, because Earthquake will not actually KO the Nidoking from full unless I get some chip off on it, and of course for Zygarde's 1,000 Arrows. The fact that it outspeeds my entire team Zygarde and can hit with Banded 1,000 Arrows, very terrifying. The speed on this Pokemon, I decided to say, you know what? We are not going to speed tie the Cobalion. I feel like I have enough for Cobalion, and it may not even come, that I decided to just go ahead and creep Victini, and that's it. So Victini is going to be the main Pokemon that we're going to be creeping today with this Pokemon, and in general, the speed is really good. The investment in defense and HP is important because we do have quite a few hits that we do take. We have Shuckleberry, like I said, for Zygarde and Nidoking. We take 2 Victinis, Jolly Scarf V-Creates, or 1 Scarf Adamant Zen Headbutt, or a Timid Psychic from Victini. We also take 1 Rotom's non-boosted, no special attack rather, Hydro Pump. We take max special attack, non-modest Clefable's Moonblast, and we take a modest Spectrier's Shadow Wall with our Rocks Up. Really cool here, and that also helps us out a lot in case it gets the boost already and got the Grim Neigh and got like maybe 25% on it. I can go for Stone Edge, get the KO, and be in a really good position. I like this Pokemon a lot in this matchup. Next up, Sinbad, our Toxtricity. For the 3rd week in a row, I'm really loving Toxtricity. At first I was disappointed we didn't get Quillfish, but Toxtricity has just proven to be an insane breaker, and I'm hoping that we can continue to use it with that regard. We're running Silk Scarf again. We were debating going with Choice Scarf here, but Silk Scarf is really good because his resists to the I'm sorry, my cat's tail is right in my face. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but either way, the Silk Scarf is great because the resists to normal are going to be Spectre's Immunity, the Regirock, the Cobalion, and the Ferroseed. I don't expect Ferroseed to come. If it does come, then I have ways around it. If we do see something like the Regirock, again, Boom Burst or Overdrive, I should say, is going to be doing a lot of damage. Cobalion, same deal with Overdrive and Spectrier as well. This Pokemon can set up on the Clefable, and my boosting at +2 speed, I can outspeed Scarf Victini, which is really awesome, and anything else that is not Scarf or faster than that. So really cool with that Pokemon here. Sludwave is specifically for the Clefable. I do want to be able to force that thing out, get the KO on it. Depending on its investment, we could just OHKO outright if it's physically defensive, and I'm hoping that we can do that. But in general, most of the time I'm coming in on Clefable, I'm coming in on Rotom, and I'm clicking buttons and doing big time damage. Our next mon is going to be Jill, our Swampert, with the AV this week. This is mostly there for the Nidoking. It also helps out a little bit with the Spectrier, a bit with offensive Clefable, and it also takes Energy Ball from Victini, which is really important because it's either this or I go like leftovers with like Protect or leftovers with Rocks. I felt like this would be better, and Pat Mac and I were discussing, and he was saying, you know what, AV makes a lot of sense here because we can just take more hits on a wide breadth of range, which is really important, especially when dealing with something like a Nidoking, a Spectrier, and a Victini that can definitely be mixed. So Flip Turn is fantastic for momentum, obviously does a lot of work for us. Earthquake, fantastic, hits everything basically except for the Rotom, the Mandibuzz, and the Braviary. Then there's Liquidation, which again hits everything except for the Rotom really, and I guess the Ferroseed. But then we have Facade, which is mostly there for the Rotom in case it tries to burn me. I want to be able to do more damage to it, and I might be thinking that if physically defensive Rotom comes, which is a little annoying, but if that's his main switch into this, I can Flip Turn out and get into a Pokemon that can break it, like my, well, Terrakion, like my Latios, even like my Toxtricity. So I feel really good about that. The investment we have on this Pokemon is pretty important. It looks very simple, but it is important nonetheless. The speed on this Pokemon allows us to outspeed a 4-speed Clefable, so in case it's a slower Clef. It also allows me to take 2 Jolly Close Combats from Cobalion with the Assault Vest. We're also able to take 2 modest Life Orb Nidoking's Earth Powers with Rocks Up, and we also take a timid Life Orb Victini's Energy Ball with Rocks Up. Really cool Pokemon here. Hopefully can do a lot of work. If I get knocked into Torrent, Flip Turn OHKOs the Nidoking, which is fantastic for me. I don't have to go for Liquidation or Earthquake. Our next mon is going to be our Ghost Immunity, Varric Porygon 2. Makes a lot of sense to come here. Last time it was offensive and did a lot of work. This time we're going back to being defensive with the standard moves, Discharge, Ice Beam, Recover, and Teleport. These moves hit everything for really good damage outside of like the Ferroseed, but teleporting is really nice to get momentum against that thing. Yes, it gets knockoff, I believe, but it also gets Leech Seed, it also gets Spikes. In general, I feel like it's really solid to click Teleport to get out of that Pokemon, get out of the Clefable, and that's really what I want to go for here. We're also running no speed IVs and with a negative nature and speed because we want to try and underspeed the Clefable with our Teleport. So in the event that he goes for Teleport first, that's fantastic for me because I get momentum off on him and he won't get it off on me, which is really, really important. Recover, standard, obviously. The main thing is we need to make sure that this Pokemon stays healthy for the Spectrier. Really, really important, and it forces Spectrier to run another move other than Shadow Ball, which I cannot state how important that is. It may not even come because of that. Next up is going to be our final mon, Escanor the Incineroar, as our lead here, running offensive Incineroar. It's a really solid Pokemon this matchup with Shuca Berry to help deal with the Nidoking and the Zygarde, just like for Terrakion. Knockoff is fantastic in the matchup. Flare Blitz hits the things that knockoff are going to be not, well, strong against, and then close combat is there for something like the Regirock and of course the Cobalion. The reason why I'm not low kick is because Rotom might come in on me and I want to be able to hit it for like 35% if it's defensive with the close combat. Taunt is really key for the Clefable, so it can't set up rocks against me, can't recover up on me, and even for the Mandibuzz, which is really important. The investment we have on this Pokemon is for 12 speed Rotom. I think Rotom's gonna be more defensive, and that'll give me good information to find out if it is defensive or not, if I outspeed it, and then Knockoff will let me know exactly if it's physically defensive or specially defensive, and as long as I outspeed it, I'm in a really good spot. So I feel really good about this team, guys. This is the team for the battle. If you guys enjoy the team builder, if you guys are going to enjoy the battle, make sure to leave a like on the video, help us reach 60 likes on the video, and of course, comment the secret word of the day, which is going to be ribs, because I made ribs in my oven today and it was fantastic. Really, really tasty. But let's go ahead and do it, guys. It is time to battle. All right, everyone, welcome back. Unfortunately, there's a Ferroseed on my screen here. I did not want to have to deal with that Pokemon. There's no Victini, which is nice. No Mandibuzz either, which is really cool. But looking at this team right now, our answers to the Ferroseed, we have 2 of them. We have our Incineroar and we have our Terrakion, which is unfortunate. There's no Zygarde, though, which is nice. Spectrier is a problem. We have to keep our Porygon alive, but I do think that my lead of Incineroar still makes a lot of sense. If he does lead with the Ferroseed, I still have a very free knockoff, which I think is just absolutely fantastic. I also have Taunt. I have Taunt, which is very good. But I'm going to just go ahead and lead off with the Incineroar here. That is our dedicated lead in this matchup. I still think it's fantastic in this situation. So yeah, we're going to stick with that. But damn, I'm super surprised that we did not see, I guess, the Victini, but I'm more surprised that there's the Ferroseed. I guess he didn't expect the Incineroar, but hey, it is what it is. I do want to say, guys, at the time of recording, I'm looking on my other monitor because this is where all the details are. We are currently sitting at a grand total of 1,590 subscribers. In the last 2 days, we've gained 16 subs. In the last like 2 weeks, we've gained almost 100. So guys, thank you so much. I really do appreciate the support. We've had so many amazing videos that have come out. You guys just shown out and been amazing. I said in the team builder, we asked for 50 likes last week. We got 120 as of now, 2 days in. Awesome. I love you guys. I appreciate you. But let's try and hit 60 for this specific video as well, as it looks like he's going to run out of time. Did he run out of time? Maybe he did. We'll see depending on how many Pokemon he has. So we're going to see Shuckle with, it looks like all 6. My chair's in the way. I can't tell. It looks like all 6, but yeah. All right. Interesting. I hope it's a lead of Ferroseed because then I can click a free knockoff. We're going to see a lead of Haze, which is Rotom Wash. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Not the end of the world. I didn't even mark down. I had so much time I didn't even mark down his team. Wow. What is wrong with me? Let's click this. We're going to find out right away how fast this Rotom Wash is. My place to click knockoff against this, we're going to go Ferroseed. Then we have the Spectrier. We have a Nidoking. We have the Cobalion. And the... What else was there? Clefable. That's the one I'm missing. Okay. Okay, so let's go back here. We're going to go ahead and click our knockoff, get big damage off on this. I don't expect it to be offensive. We're going to see a free Volt Switch, totally fine. What wants to come and take this knockoff? And also we know it's at least a little bit fast. 173 down to 127, I believe, was the hit. So Incineroar against Rotom Wash. Move some things around to get more comfortable. Volt Switch, level 50, should be doing no investment, 26 to 31. If we went from 173 to 127, which is what I believe we did. Clefable. Okay, that's fine. Here I probably click Taunt. Nice. Getting rid of what? Citrus Berry. Cool. I'm going to click Taunt here. Okay, so we're going to get the Taunt off on this Pokemon. Ideally, it goes for Teleport or Rocks or something like that, and I get some information. We're going to see Moonlight. Let's go. Okay, I can go for the Flare Blitz here. I do think that knockoff is pretty safe. Like Rotom might be coming in as well. I don't think he wants to take the Flare Blitz damage here, so I'm going to click the knockoff once again, expecting a switch. There's a switch. And we get the Rotom. We get the Rotom. Love to see it. Oh, I absolutely love to see it. That is not a Scarf Rotom. Oh, hello. Okay. So it's, I mean, what did it do? Let me put my calculator here. Calculator. 173 minus 127 is 46. Volt Switch, that is a low roll for no attack, no special attack. Yeah, if it was max special attack timid, it would have done 57 min. Interesting. Hydro Pump's going to get the KO on me here. I don't want to risk that. I kind of want to go into Porygon here, and I think I'm going to do that. He might think I'm going to be... He might think I'm the Pasho Berry, but either way, I'm going to just go into this. I don't think he's going to click Volt Switch here, and I'll click Teleport after. Volt Switches. That's unfortunate. But it's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. We could see Clef coming in to try and get healthy again. We could see Cobalion coming in to try and do damage. It could definitely go for taunts, and I think if I do see the Cobalion, I'd probably just go into Latios, I think. Ferroseed. So, unfortunate, this thing gets a knockoff, I believe. Right? Yeah, I guess the knockoff. I'm just gonna go for a double though. I don't want my Incineroar to take chip from hazards. So I'm just gonna do this. That really sucks. If I just gone for another knockoff there, I would have been in such a good position, I think. We'll see if it goes for a knockoff here. I feel like that's useful. Toxic. Okay, I'm fine with that. Totally fine with that. Here's when I think I click Flare Blitz though. Here's when I think I click Flare Blitz. We could see Rotom coming in, absolutely. It's like, if he goes Clef, I want to get big damage off on him. I think Flare Blitz is now my play. Protect. Interesting. Okay. So, this has definitely got a Violite, but we know it's got Toxic and Protect. So then, it's probably got, what, one Hazard and Knockoff? Okay. Incineroar against this thing. I can go for Close Combat on the incoming Rotom. Because if it's not max HP, I can do 52% with Close Combat. Against Ferroseed. I don't think he risks the Fire move coming out here. I'm going to click Close Combat. Switches out. Should be Rotom we see here. Haze again. Beautiful. We're hitting this thing with big damage. This could be a KO right here, depending on his investment. Close combat comes out. Unfortunate. Super close there. That's unfortunate there. That's fine. That's totally fine. I can go back to Varric here. I think I go Sorin as well. Sorin will kind of force into Clefable, I think. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go into Sorin here. Because then he goes into Spectrier. I can go into Rotom after that. I'm like kind of preparing myself a bit more. Hydro Pump this time. Nice. So this is going to do not very much. We kind of established it's not very offensive. Yeah. I would like to click Calm Mind here, but I don't think it's wise because there might be an incoming attack. I'll just go for the Psychic. Really wish he had Mystical Fire here. He's going to swap. Gohan. Is that the Ferroseed? Okay, that's fine. Not bad damage, actually. We go back into Escanor here. All right, he's switching out. I'm switching out, rather. He finally picked the move. Go for Protect, buddy. Go for Protect. Leech Seed. And we dodge. I'll take it. I'll totally take it. Here I click the Flare Blitz. So we know Leech Seed as well. So he doesn't have hazards, maybe? Or he doesn't have an attacking move. Because this does get knockoff, right? It definitely does. Protects, totally fine. I'm going to go for another Flare Blitz here. I can also just go for the knockoff right now. I'll go for the knockoff here. I think that's the safer play. Swaps out. Okay. Is it the Rotom? Yeah, so he's sacking off the Rotom here. Totally cool with me. Totally cool with me. So we get First Blood. This Incineroar has done insane amount of work. It's gotten what? We'll call 20%, 15% on the Ferroseed. We've kind of established what its moveset's going to be. We found out the Clef. We got rid of the Clef's item. We got rid of the Rotom. Just fantastic few turns here with the Incineroar. Sky Horse, that is the horse here. Okay. Mudshot is pretty free here. I am going to go into Varric though. Keep this around for Intimidate. He's still got his 2 rockers, 4 rockers. He's got 4 rockers, excuse me. I think a Mudshot's coming out here. It's probably the safest bet. Shadow Ball. I'll take it. Totally take it. This thing does get taunt, so I am going to click Discharge here, because I know it does get taunt. Just swaps. Okay. Spend Thune. So that was what? That was Clefable? Clefable. So we might get a Paralysis on this, which is very nice. Not bad damage there. No Paralysis. Here I go for the Teleport, I believe. We see a Moonlight come out. That's unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world because we do have our Toxtricity around. Now, how much does Toxtricity do to Ferroseed? Well, first off, we have to take a look at Latios. Latios is like, I think it's more Spadef Ferroseed from that. So I go Toxtricity here. Oh, Boomers does not do too much. Great. I can go into Jill. And there is no immunity to ground anymore, so I can click Earthquake. Swampert against... Okay, I don't think it's physically defensive again. Remember that. I don't think it's physically defensive. That's cool. I'll go into Sinbad here. And if we see the Ferroseed come out, that's fine. But Boomburst is definitely my play. Really wishing I had more fire moves, because this Pokemon here gets a fire move. It does, but... Gohan. So we're going to chip this thing down slowly but surely. If it's defensive, we're doing like 37%. That's gross. That's disgusting. Okay. Okay, I'll go for the Boomburst here again. So another Boomburst comes out. Hopefully it goes for a Toxic. Oh, that's a crit. Leaf Seed. That's fine. How much HP is it getting back? I know it's not that HP heavy. Bad. Not bad. Okay, now here we're going to make a switch. I can go into Sorin here. I don't think that's the right play, though. I can go Swampert. And then click Earthquake, because I think that's more. This is more defensive. So Earthquake is 36 to 43. I think we're going to go into Swampert here. I think we see a Protect him out. Double Leech Seed. Okay, so it's a bit more chip on Swampert than I would have liked to have. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. This is what it is. We're going to go into switch out again. Oh, now it's at over half, basically. Almost half. Let's go into Espeon here. And we're going to die to the Toxic right now, unfortunately. But I need to get a play to against Terrakion, I think. Oh! Oh! How poor is that? That is... Wow. So it can't actually hit anything, and I lost my Taunter. If I had sub. If only I had sub. I'll go Terrakion here. So we're close combat here. If I had gone for Earthquake there, how good would that have been? You can see a swap into what? Spectre? Into Clefable. That's fine. That is a defensive Clefable. I can go Sventhune here, or Sinbad. I don't know why I said Sventhune, because that's, I guess, the Clefable nickname. Those rocks are going to hurt. Those rocks are going to suck. That was a big turn from him. That was a really big turn from him that can kind of change the game a bit. And I'm hoping here that he goes for Moonblast, if anything. Wish. Come on, man. He's playing like hardstall with Pharisee. Pharisee's going to wall my team. Pharisee's going to wall my team. I think I'm going Jill here now. I'm taking more and more Hazard Chip now, which is just so unfortunate, but I kind of have to do it. I think he's going to swap into Pharisee. Yep, there's a swap. There's the Pharisee getting back to full. Oh. How big is that? Okay, if it's Spadef Pharisee with no with like then Earthquake does 39 only. 39 only. Pharisee's gonna wall me. I have fire types. He still brought it. I have fire coverage. I didn't bring it. There's the Leech Seed. Again, I'm not gonna be able to break this. God, that is frustrating. God, that is so frustrating. I literally cannot break this Pokemon right now. Eventually, he's not gonna be able to do enough back to me. I'm gonna do enough, is what I'm trying to say. He's gonna Toxic me at some point. He's gonna Protect. He's gonna be annoying like that. It's fine, but I just have to use this Pokemon to break. I have to use this Pokemon to break. Jeez. So he basically gets back to full, right? Is that an accurate statement? Basically back to full. I can't break this Pokemon. I need to get rid of Clefable to have a shot. Yeah. Yikes. Yikes. We'll swap into Terrakion here. If I had Mystical Fire on Latios. Is this game going to come down to that? The fact that I didn't bring Mystical Fire? Going for the Poison Jab here. X, that's fine. Now we'll go for the close combat. What is this? Nidoking, okay. That should be Earthquake range. That should be Earthquake range. Terrakion against Nidoking. I'm like basically saying I don't think it's a Scarf if I do this. Swaps. Okay, I don't think he's Scarfed. Back into this Pokemon here. So, I don't think I'm going to do enough. I might. Terrakion against Clefable. If it's defensive Clefable. Does not do enough. Definitely does not do enough. I'm going to go for the Poison Jab here. Maybe he Moonlights on me. Just swaps. Okay, what is this? The horse. Just playing around me. Just playing around me. The Latios here. Okay, so if he switches out, we know we're faster. Close combat. 102 down to 53. Yikes. I really want to just hard swap into Terrakion again. I'm gonna pull a double. Gonna pull a double here. Okay, swaps. Into Clefable. Okay. So I have HP, which is good. Depending on the... I actually take the hit, which is good. I can go for a Stone Edge here again. Wow, if I just went for Psychic. If I went for Psychic, getting that damage on Clefable would have been amazing for me. Go for a Poison Jab here. Stays in. Can we somehow get a KO? Moonblast. I'll take it. I'll take it. We're still alive. Or not. How much do rocks do me? It's resisted. How does 1/16th, I believe it is? No, it does 1/16th, yeah. So I'm at 171 divided by 16, does 10. I'm dead to the next hit from rocks. I just gotta stay in and attack. I think I Earthquake here. It's the freest play. So we're gonna get rid of the Clefable, which is nice. That's nice, but it's really here for this, I guess. I won't be able to break the Ferroseed. This game might go to time. This game might go to time. I have nothing I can switch out. I'll find out right now if it's Scarfed. I'll find out right now if it's Scarfed. Sucker Punch. I guess I won't find out. Oh, man. I won't find that out, that's for sure. Life Orb. Fuck. If I go Swampert here. Nido King. It's Modest Life Orb. Earth Power does. I'm dead. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose here. I have to go into Varric right now. I think it's the only thing I can do. If it's got superpower, that's bad, obviously. Jeez, it is hot in my office right now. I'm sweating. He's only slightly being S on time, just slightly. There's a swap. Milan, which is... I lose this game here. The Ferroseed was a big problem for me. That Ferroseed was a big problem for me. Let's go for Discharge here. Maybe get a Paralysis would be nice. Close combat, we take the hit. We can. So Discharge should do decent damage to this now. It's at -1. Good damage there. No paralysis, unfortunately. I literally have to bank. Yeah, I can't win the game. I can't win the game. I think it's just about reducing diff as much as possible. That's so unfortunate, man. That's so unfortunate. Okay. That's gone now. Like, he built the team really well around getting rid of Porygon, it looks like, and getting rid of Incineroar. Everything on the team can do that well. Gotta go into Sorin here. Gotta Roost up. Unfortunate. Mega Horn. Oh. Did you just say like, okay, I'll sack it off in case he roosts up? That's big. That costs us a point of diff in the game right there. We can't do much to him now. Can't do much to him. That's big. Shift gear here. Hope we get a couple crits. Then headbutt. Yeah. We knew this Pokemon was gonna be tough too, but he just Sucker Punch from Nidoking. Doesn't matter. Sucker Punch from Nidoking. Doesn't matter. Gotta go for Boom Burst here. Yeah, so we're gonna lose 3-0. I think we prepped well. I just think that Ferroseed really, like, we didn't prep for Ferroseed as much, and like, as much as I want to say, like, okay, we should have prepped for it, at the same time, he didn't bring Mandibuzz, which was a hard check to even Mystical Fire Latios, and he didn't bring Victini, which I felt was a big wrench in my plans. I was wanting to bring Scizor, I was wanting to bring Tangrowth, both of which I think would be able to effectively do work against Ferroseed, whether it's Superpower on Scizor or Knockoff plus being immune to Leech Seed with Tangrowth. But that's one of the issues we faced here. He has Leech Seed as his way to hit me here. I'm going to go for the Boom Burst. I'm not going to do enough back to it. If he misses Leech Seed a couple times, that's good. There's Leech Seed. He does connect it. So we're going to lose our Toxtricity here. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. So maybe I can get an extra point of diff here if I get the KO on this for some reason, but I don't think I will end up getting the KO. He just goes for Protect. Not enough. Not enough in the tank. We had a really good start, but this Ferroseed messed up my day. This Ferroseed was perfect. We're gonna fall to 1-3. We have 9 weeks, so we have to go at least 5-4, which means we can, at the worst we can do is lose one more game. That's the worst we can do. Go for the Earthquake. Can I get this KO on this Ferroseed, please? Earthquake comes out. Can we KO it, please? Just for my sanity. Yay! We killed it. Oh, Ferroseed. Ferroseed. So it's gonna be a 2-0 loss. We're still gonna have a neutral diff, which is crazy to think about, but that's big. That's big. I felt like I played the game well early on, but the end game just didn't have enough in the tank. And there's a Shadow Ball, and Spectre is going to get the final KO on us. Damn, what am I going to make the thumbnail this week? Is it going to be Ferroseed? Am I really going to put Ferroseed on the thumbnail? I guess I will. Well, GG to Shuckle. He's a good player. One of the best players in the league, one of the best players in the community. I mentioned that before. I think unanimously considered top 3 at least, which is good, of course. But he got us this time because of the Ferroseed. I think Ferroseed was definitely, without a doubt, the biggest hurdle for us to overcome, and just showed. But shout out to our channel members, of course. Shout out to our level 1s, which are Liv, Eric, Zeke, Michael Brown, and Textman21. Our level 2 is Tone, and level 3 is Sully. Thank you to all of them for supporting the channel financially. They have all gone above and beyond. If you would like to do so as well, you can click the join button at the bottom of the video. Common secret of the day: shit happens. Didn't have enough in the tank for Ferroseed. I think rocks were a little annoying, but not the end of the world. The main thing was just I'd rather it had knockoff than rocks. But I think Elite Sea Protect was just way too much for my team to overcome. Is what it is. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.